Hiya. Are you kidding me? Oh, yeah, I've got it on my tongue. Right, I'm sweating like a pig. All over. And I say that because somebody's going to recognise my balls are really sweaty. This is an explicit message. I'll probably put it in the title, yeah. Because I need you to remove X. It's one of the first things I'd like you to remove. Thanks. The X is it's part of a syntax. You're never going to understand. Anything with AU on this plan, that includes you, Laurie, in the house, yeah? In the OR room, in the ER room, in the action and the emergency, and the A and the E and the B. You'll get it. You'll get it after tomorrow, because tomorrow's this my thing is called D-Day, yeah? Certain things are going to happen tomorrow. Well, that planet party kicked in. I didn't know what that was about, because my friend's soul, Peter, went up to the booking clouds and into the, the iCloud and all that shit. This is my fun. I know it sounds dumb, because that's my nature. It's not my nature. It's I. I was the closest thing to Tut when he was fucking going. I-Y. Yeah? E. Just not there. I couldn't be there, because there was a Y in the way. A-Y. Like an A-M-A-Y, D-I-Y, P-Y-M. P-Y-M is a shell. That's all it is. It's like a golem. Yeah, and when a PYM interferes with an ER, like I mean one of the top dogs. You see, all right. Let me just go back a bit. Yeah, you got all your AEIOs, yeah, in that order. That's a song. Those are referentials for a song that goes on here. Yeah, like let's say you give names to whatever you got. You use this alphabet to stick labels on shit, and that's okay, because I made that happen. We had to make anything with the AU in it, right? Just start this. Anything with an AU, and back to all the alphabet. Anything with an AU in it, we own the alphabet. There's no question, including the Z. We just own it. We own the alphabet. I own the alphabet. The 5 vowels you've got there, you're fucking around with them. But, you're moving them in and out, and you shouldn't be with your juju magic, But that's, again, I did that. Voodoo, cuckoo, Swiss, Zerland. But you think that's all just me? It's not. It's not. It's blood. I explained this because he hasn't a clue. I watch Dogma and I watch how they fucking operate. And somebody else picks it up and park themselves in sun. Arc. Drop the G and organise your vowels. You can do this. And from your you're not like this, you scientists. The world is upside down. You're in the upside down here. I'm going to explain what time is to. Do you want to know what time is to? What time? All the stuff. The rubbing your sticks together like your coconuts. That's me. I'm sorry. Frick. I have to. See, when I talk about Amanda fucking Clack is the exact same. She's me. I am her. Nancy in there. She is me. I am her. We're just in the upside down, and we're separated with this shit. We don't have to talk. We just have to think. Not think. I've got a fart. That's me get the word fart. Yeah, Mary. Virginia is different. Virginia, don't mean to be rude. You watch the symbology. The symbology. Like you're talking to Ham Prince and Finn Cave now. Not the one with the revolving. No. I put that there. Harry's name. His name's fucking Aristotle. I can't fucking remember what I call him. That's him. Harry. They're all Harry. The sun and the moon and Harry. It's really a vowel issue, And that's why the Britain and all that. All of this whole world, yeah? That's all mine. Really. Me and my bloodlines. And we decided all this a long time ago with all the AUs. Look at 10. We brought 10. We gave you fucking 10. It's the Bronze Age. They don't know. They haven't a clue. The imp. Fucking imp. Implicit. We planned this shit so that the words would be there for us to be able to interpret them, in a way. I'm fucking arguing with my brother to go down to fucking thing. I'm scared of me shit. And he's driving like a fucking lunatic. In a fucking Porsche. We designed this. Oh, no, many years ago. Yes. Fucking yeah. And that's only for this. We got a lot of vowels. Really, we do. We got a lot of vowels. And it's not hierarchy. It's symphony. It's a song. It's symphony with an F. Symbol. Actually, A-E-I. No. It's not. I've got that up. It's you're going to get the picture now. It's or EST. You know what EST? French guys will tell you that. Establishment, all that shit. You know. E-S-E. No, E here. S. You know, that's your snake. And the next one is the one that's going to be fuck you fucking scientists up. You know. Here's, you know, all that time and all those sticks you've been rubbing together and banging coconuts. You know, and look at the boards and sitting like that. You know, hang on, yeah. Here it is. You want to know what all that time is? What you call space, you know, because I put them together again. I had to take out that Kant stuff. Kant works for me. Kant is the same as me. Descartes is the same as me. I send the fucking name. He's a god. A.R. Mary Hardy. Amanda. Oh, Amanda. Yeah. Sorry. It's a little thing that goes out to Amanda Clack, right? She'll know after she does this. You know, the D-Day tomorrow. Yeah. The Bible's correct and not correct. It's spun. Okay. 7 days is not 7 days. It's nothing to do with evolution. Now, just hear me out now for a minute. It's to do with you. You plan this shit with me and my family and we're in the upside down at the moment, yeah? That's where you've got your shit together. Your shit together is great because you're hidden with a clack. That's how you can't. That's why nobody can see you. Nobody can see you because you're hidden. I hid you. We hid you. You fucking decided this shit. Everything that's happened here, the AU's did that in here. Yeah. ATU. And you've got AEIOU. That's the thing. I'm showing you the freaking logic, yeah? Ronald McDonald was dyslexic. IOIOE. Yeah, well, that's the problem, you see, because the order of the words are wrong. That's what fucking DELTA was for. To change the ion, yeah? To the Z. That's all the game. We play that. We have to play this game every year. Oh, no, sorry, every day. Yeah, you don't need to know. But Maya, you know the girl with the and the ice cream? It's the words, guys. Come on. You know, just drop the M, you know. Organize your vows. Organize her in, Maya. Look at her mother. Yellow. I put that yellow there. Tarantino. Tarantino's my guy. Look at this fucking, you know, his name. And the other guy, Murphy, he's my guy. He's from the House of Ur. Tarantino's from the house. The guy from Ur, you know, what's his name? Little Murphy or whatever that. He's cool, like. Cool. You got that. Tarantino, the one that does all the shit in the swords and stuff like that, you know, the other guys there. Tarantino. It's not Tarantino. It's Tarantino. No, it's still not Tarantino. I can't do this, you see. My language is different. The way I speak to you. And there's a reason for that. It's because I am the alphabet. And a lot more. You know, all your O's. You see, I put those O's, you know, the I's, O's and stuff like that. And you know, the trillions, the jillions, the billions, the billions, the trillions, because I am a wanker. That sounds really bad here. But on the other verse, nigger is, you know, we don't give a shit. And there's loads of I's. It's nothing to do with colour. It's not even to do with caste. I kept the caste system there in order so I could have this conversation. And I've kept that caste system there for a long time. It's a lot of pain there. But then again, I'm a U as well. I'm the IU, right? It's the easiest. And you're not going to understand this, but remember that OA type thing, you know, the OA of the story? What got me in the imp, yeah? Because then I needed the imp out in your face, you know. She suggested it. And she suggested the fucking bloodlines. Bloodlines, not the bloodlines. The sounds, the fa, F. Just organise your alphabet. That PH stuff, it's a disguise. You know, Phoenicians, F-O-E. It's the wrong freaking word, like, it's F-E-O, you know. I don't know what that is. Like Neo. He's a guy. He's walking around your world. Have you any idea who that is? He said, that's us. That is us. We just walk around the world. We don't give a shit about, you know, all the fucking gold and all that crap. That's all bollocks. We invented that because we play games. We do this, when do we do this? When did Keanu, or you, or Paul, or Christopher, or Eva, or Mags, or any of those, or Zakia even, yeah? Or Zakia, or like, when did this happen? 5 billion years ago. Keep going. How many are the IOs? You see, you had to have Paul in the game. He's got to fucking put you out there and put you in shit. We discussed this. I mean, not here, in a different room, and not even in a room. It wasn't a room. We cannot be in a room. We need ease to be in a room. We need bodies. Because that's all it is. It's just two. E-R. Come on, guys, help him out. E-R is just that. Stick a G on the front of it. You know, it's got him, you know. I'm trying to explain it to you. We made them. We made the upside down. The upside down is going this way. All the flip-flops. You know, one of the three girls and boys over there and the shit. I'm trying to tell you. Lanny Miss Lucha with the neon. Titan. And all that Titan shit. You know, Zeus and all that here and all that here. That was it. I dropped here's clitoris into the fucking comment. So somebody could pick it up. And even though it wasn't the girl, it was somebody else going, ooh, I got something, I've got a message. I should run off with a thing in her head, you know. It's not like that. It's not like a fucking Tesco bag, you know. That's what's happening. B.O. Tesco. I used to think it was Sainsbury's. S-A-I-N. Sain. Bury. Trav. L. Bury. Oh yeah, and he's explained why I have a problem with all the ticks and stuff like that. It'll explain why a lot of people that you meet from now on, why they've got a lot of ticks, and a lot of angst, you know. Maybe like that guy that did the original Batman, you know, that type of guy. I can't remember. You know, the guy that's eating all the burgers, or something like him, yeah. The Birdman. We did. The Birdman and I sat down and we had a laugh about that, you know, and had a few drinks, and then, you know what I mean, then we took out two girls there, banged them up the ass and stuff. That's the language that is here. You're in the upside down. I put this shit into your shite with an E, using. That's how I speak here in this body. I cannot speak in a body. Anyway, so we all sorted it all out, and we did it with deck of cards. I mean, it really was. It doesn't really matter about who gets what body. And that was the thing with Paul, you see. That was the fucking conflict. And I'm looking at Paul, I was saying, but the fucker's a genius, Nick. He's brilliant. He's just amazing. Why have I got these fucking few pieces of time and space fucking mixing up? Why are her lines not making up her fuzzy furry lines at the river? At the ramparts, not the ramparts. O's are fucking O's. Columns. Spell it backwards. Take the M out. You got to take the M out, by the way. That planet party, yeah? I saw the other day when my friend left. I said to Peter, and there were people there at the time, and there was another guy, an AR. He doesn't have fucking. he's me. We're him. I'm him. He's me. We're all the same, but we're in the upside down. And Laurie, the whole lot. Laurie, you know the poet Laurie. You haven't seen. You've seen Laurie in the house. You've seen the AU in the OR. You have seen the AU in the ER. Yeah. You've seen the. But have you ever seen AU in the UR? Or have you ever seen AU in the? I'm just picking those two, not A2OU. Yeah. I'm just picking those two. Have you seen AU? I'm actually telling you. You see, the language is fucked. Have you ever seen AU in the OR? You know, or the OA or whatever. Just get your vowels in order. I've got my girl doing her homework now. She's watching the OA. She's way too young to watch the OA. No. I need her to fucking wake up. I need her imp to wake up. She doesn't have much of an imp, you see. I'm her imp. She's my O. And even then when I say it, it's meaningless. It's just totally meaningless. You're looking at a bunch of bodies. We don't have to do anything. Yeah? We just have to, you know. We don't have to do anything. Keanu isn't to do anything. That's Anu. You do know that, yeah? Do you know what Shiva is? Shiva left the building about, I don't know, just after the other guy. You know. We planned this all out. It's just you don't know it. I put. No, I'm going to tell you straight. Look. If I talk about I can't talk. That's a classic example. A-Y-E. That was the end. That was the end. I mean, Hamas knows. Hamas works for me. Everybody works for me. Really, you know, not works. That's a really rude word, actually. But it's a word that you use here in this site, in this V-E-R-S-E. Because S is just snake. It's not the snake. It's the sound. A-E-I-O-U. Dana. What's the next one? Dane. Thanks, Taylor. Not Taylor. What's the other one called? Oh, you know, Dave, you know, the guy with the fish, you know? That's how I see things. The guy that grabbed the big fish. Look at it yourself. Fucking great. I know, we work very well. D-A-N-E. D-A-E-I. D-A-N-I. Danny. Where are you? Danny's your mama with the banana with the light on. How they glow. By the way. Where? Tape, towel. Yeah, it'll be alright. It's okay. That's actually the A-O in there. You're doing a homework. It's not O-A, it's A-O. Towel. Way. You'll have to listen to one of my guys, for the next... And when I say this, like, it's gonna come across really strange, yeah, because you know the incarnation and resurrection. Would you check your vowels? Resurrection? Come on, guys, it's in the fucking... It's in the word. Just get all your R together. That's what R is. That's why I gave you Rollo. I gave you the fucking chocolate as well. And the Rollo. I gave you Rollo to fucking roll your R's. Paddling through the dark. There's no ness. That's the trick. There's no necessary. We don't need it, you know. But that was why I had to lead you from you know, love to evolve. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? That 5. Sorry, Virginia. The 5 thing. I know the symbology, not what I'm doing with my face. It's the symbology. Yeah. I put that in the words so I could explain that to you now. You've got to do not do this. Just don't do what I say. It's going to be very hard. The N. I need you to, not to put it down. I need you to pull it out with your heart. And no, it's not a soul. Get with the fucking program. There's no OU in your head. It's OUT. With your heart and, come on guys, Siri. That's the word. It's not Siri. I mean, I put it out there. Alexis, take the excess, guys. Just audio vowels. It's all there. Just write it out. And it's all the same. Really, it's A-E-I-O-U. That's all it is. L, you got to keep. L was fucking Brie Larson. I think. Yeah, Brie Larson. She knows the shit on it. I've seen her in the room, you see, with the kid. But I don't like her when she came out. You know, and she did come out, in a way, for me, to see. I deal with conflict. I deal with something. You know that cat in the Matrix? I put that there in order for me to pick it up. It's the only way I can see what's fucking wrong with the place. And I've always seen... I really kicked in quite a bit, you know. And I have to thank Matt and Lancaster for that. And forget John, Matt. No, forget Matt. Forget John, Wills. Forget Wills, John, Lancaster. And you can run around circles with the fish, with the Pisces, if you want. But these guys are going to know who they are. And they were here for me. But it's not that's not true. I was there for them. For this moment. To say to them, the well's awake, the well's awake. That's what awake is in Ireland. Yeah? You understand? For each and every one. That's why we put it in there. To keep your shit together. You know, your P's and Q's and your I's and your A's. All the vowels to L. It's very difficult to explain L to you, you know. It's L would be, because in the air, because it's E, you know, because it's body. L to you would be hurricanes, things like that, yeah. Anything that really. I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll tell you what would be L. L would be what's happening to my daughter right now. She's a bit confused. L would be what's happening to, let's say, my wife, yeah. L would be, it's not going to happen to Anan, because I put her, you know. You need to read her name, yeah. She's going to tell you. You need to read Hardy's name. You need to read Harry's name. You need to read Megan's name. It's totally different. Megan. What you do is you drop the G. The G's gone. That was a sin tax symbol. Okay? Sin tax. With the X, we're going to lose the X. And that's probably the first one I'd like to go. It's the last one. Because I said it before. I didn't explain. I needed to explain in corporate terms to you. Yeah, a retrenchment. That's all it is. Yeah, no, it's not. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything because this is a war of worms. It's about a war of worms. Roxanne told me that with the man Steve Martin, not Marvel, Martin, Tin. Talk to us, Tin. All the same guys. We all sit around and at a round table. Had a load of drinks and stuff. No, we didn't. We don't deal that shit. We're in the bodies now. New day tomorrow. Simone is right. Nina. Come on, Nina. Get your fucking bells in order. Drop. You cannot drop. You can drop your knickers. Yeah? Drop. Down. Drop. This is what I have, you see. It's very difficult to be the word and if I can express it to a human body. It's quite difficult. And the reason and that's why I have the reason for the museum. You know the museum? You know? I put that museum in here so the guy with the fucking stupid teeth, yeah, with the really dumb fucking teeth, yeah, read his name. I put that guy in there with the dumb fucking teeth to be picked up to play Freddy. We had it all, do that. I take the G's out, fuck it. Come on, Gaga, get your act together, you know. All you guys work for me, but, you know, I work for you. It's really weird. We don't see this shit when we're flipped over, you know. This is a syntax. It's for a sin. A synthesis. S-Y-N P-Y-M P-Y-R. That's why the French have J. But they use the small y. When I see the small y and the big Y using interesting, I can't do that. And I do that without inking. Oh yeah, by the way, all you somebody got to drop this into the ink, will you? If you mind to go, just post it. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. Somebody grab all this stuff, yeah. Even this last one, they don't have to bother with it. They're gonna have to find it out anyway. They'll know it. A lot of those guys don't know. A lot of those guys that are in there have no eye. They're in that fucking thing. Have no eye. No eye. Oh come on! I did the magic tricks, you know, and I brought the fucking Hulk in and everything. I fucking brought a masculine in. Yeah, just show you. I think he's a masculine, isn't he? What's his name? I can't remember, but I think I know what it is. All these guys, Darrow, it doesn't matter to me. It's the and it's all fuck because we flipped it over. Yeah, well, music with the notes all messed around. That's why I needed the niggers. You know the niggers. That you think that's a bad word? It ain't. It's not in the other verse, and we're moving into the other verse. Don't call it E verse. Actually, you can if you want. On I verse. And it's the other way around, guys. You need to flip it all around. Chomsky and me, we, you know, sort of the, you know, it's in the name. Chomsky, key, E, the Y. Why is that? I put that in here. Fucking get you fucking confused. Dazed and confused. Do you know where I'm coming from? You see, the only way I can speak to you, is through the eye. I know in my manifest here, that's the only way I can. Because I haven't got the I haven't got the A or D Y, you know. You know. Forget Amanda. Pull your N out. Amanda, pull. I'm going through this magic stuff. You 1, 2, 3. Amanda knows what she's doing. Pull your N out. Leave the D. You're going to need that. You're big into Celine, aren't you? There's a reason for that. Check out my thing on Celine. I don't think you really need to watch all the videos actually, because I think we wrote it. You know, like it's the same gear. You ask for gods. I'm giving you the gods. These are the gods. The AUs are the gods. They just can't read in this universe. Oh, yeah, they can't read in universe. They can. You flip it around. What does that spell? I have no idea. But it works. I know it works because I put it in there. I didn't put it in there. The fella that's on the other side of that turns it this there, Paul. He put it in there. Amanda, Laurie in the house. Come on. Jesus fucking love. Yous are all geniuses and everything there with all your shit. You know, intellectual folks. The Jers, the ERs, have nothing in there. They cannot do this stuff. That's why I hate Dr. Phil. It's conflict. I hate the fucking conflict. The cat, the black cat, and the Matrix. I made the Matrix. Neo, Andrew made the fucking Matrix. He made the idea. No, wait a minute. No, he got me to make that vacant space for him. His spot. With all the flapping around stuff like that. Same Arnie. Same. He acted with a girl. And that girl's name in the movie was called R-A-E. She can say it. The Jers cannot say this. Because they don't know it. To know is inside. So what do? They have to put it into the OB. To make us talk about something that's outside. Really, that's to talk about stuff. We don't use language, Paul, Zakia, Nancy. M's different. M will be going to A with Nancy, and M is going to be the, Nina, N-I-N-A. The A that flipped it over, yeah. That's what M and Nancy will do. Well, after the bodies will go on or something like that, but they'll be here for the next 27,000 years, yeah. The A will change later, but that's what a new day is. Nina said that. 7 days. Come on, the last 2,000 years is 1 day. It's the anomaly, you see. You cannot have what's his name? The guy with the fuzzy hair. The lovely guy. He's a lovely, lovely man. I made him the Coxman. I hated him. The Coxman he's the Coxman. Ask, it's in the fucking title. The blowing. He's the Coxman. Yeah, what's his name? Fuck it. Actually, no, Brain Cock, that's his name. Organize your fucking pose. He's AI, you gobs. It's all a fucking fuck up. It's the upside down. I'll tell you what it is for you Filipinos. And you're going to feel this. You like Celine Dion, don't you? I-O-N, I-O-I-O-E, E-I-E-I-O. Come on, you must get it by now. These are the flip-flops. The flip-flops. But Delta, I-O-N, came in the room for a quick chat with me and Paul and Zachy and Paul William and Christ. Well, no. And you see, the next one I'm going to mention is the case. We need to go somewhere, and we need to go from A. So I would say A to B. No, we don't. We don't need to go from A to B. Forget B. We need to go from accident to emergency. Check out our jugs, okay? Just go and check our jugs, or jugga, okay? I think it's jug. I don't know what she calls it. It's all juju magic, voodoo magic, cuckoo magic. All the jujus here on this planet, only. When you walk into the courtroom, I'm trying to tell you, all that shit, expert, and Jesus, that's just it's only smoke, guys. All those. I think I said it years ago, and I don't know why I said it. I really don't know why I said it. But I said it, and when I said it was true. I told you all the qualifications I had. And I said that very thing. I had a load of qualifications. John has a load of qualifications. He stacks of them. It's not the point. The point is the order in which I took them over my life. And raison d'etre. There's a reason. Yeah? I look like shit now. But I'll tell you after tomorrow, you might be seeing another face. I don't need all my marks. I don't need all that red to disguise myself. Verify. I needed to disguise the mark of Cain. A-I. N. C is a cup. A-I. That's why Catherine is a cup. Because lose the T and the R. That R, I'll tell you what the R. Oh, not the R. Jeez, don't lose the R. Yeah, you need that. I explained the R, didn't I? R. Pedaling, through the dark. I wrote her lyrics. She needed lyrics because she doesn't have I. That's why I told her, and all my thing, check this out. Last 3 years, check it out. There are comments all over the. Use your AI. I'll show you a few batteries. Yeah. I love my tractor. I love it. I lovely love my tractor. That's not my tractor. That's Paul's tractor. That's fucking Austin's tractor. You haven't a fucking clue. Hey, you guys, come on. It's very simple. So Ayers sat with McGee. Not many people get these references. But when the people that do know these references go to it, they're going to breaks and it just says that, because I had to introduce an awful lot. It was Misty. I explained it in Misty. Yeah. I went up to Mickey and I said, and I was a kid, I was over from the Shamrock. I used to work in the Shamrock. I was the barman there, And I had an experience there that I remember. Because one guy wanted to borrow a book because he thought it was he talked to me. I said, I thought you were non-plus. I had no idea what that meant. Non-plus. That's the key. That guy, when I was 19? No, it wouldn't be 19. That'd have to be past the 10. 2. I was in the 2. 2, not good for me. 4, not good for me. 6, not good for me. 8, not good for me. But you see, it's irrelevant. I make those things because that's the way I want to work. Because that way I can create the music, you know. But it's not me. It's my family. I told you. Sly and the Family. The fucking best bass line I've ever heard. Seriously. And I know the other stuff. And that girl, other girl, led me that. The Dutch girl, I think. She led me to September. Earth, Wind and Fire. Come on, guys. Ari. That's you remember Raphael? Let me explain that to you. You know, I'm going to Raphael. Do you want to know who? Do you want to know how to say it? How to say it in the old Phoenician or? There's no Hebrew. You see, Hebrew don't have these words. They just don't have them. They've invented it there straight back. And if Arabic's like that, Arabic can't be called Arabia without an A, without the sound. Calm down, guys. Mohammed's. Organize your verbs to L. It's M-A-O, not M-A-O. M-A-O. Yeah, M-A-O is bad. We'll get down. M-U-R is true. It's not. There's no oral. What the hell is that? Oral, Ariel or Uriel, whatever you call it. That's what the name, the machine is named, yeah. A night of Christ night to that. A night of Christ. You think this is all rude over here? That's not how we rock, you know. Like when we were boys, like you know, the Norse. Take the N out. O-R-S-E. O-R-S-E. Yeah, you can leave that, but you got to rearrange it, yeah. Just get flip it around with the ends and stuff like this, and find your heart. And you're nearly going to say soul. Fuck off! I told you soul. Read the back of Plato. Yeah, I put it in. You know, Plato's real name is Ari. Yeah, but and you know, and that's A. Walking around with the intelligence, you know, and same as the thing. Those guys are the same guys. You know, the conflict for me is that why is fucking Archimedes in the fucking picture of the School of Athens? It shouldn't be that. I know what the School of Athens looks like. So why is fucking, you know, all these Larriers? That's you, Larry, isn't it? You bastard. Possibly, really and truly, a laureate would walk in there and fuck it up, just to, you know, just for the fun. That's how we rollo. That's what we do. We do this a long time. The EO will tell you. And it's not Björk. Not Björk. She's not an orc. That's the disguise. She's Björk. I can't even say it. She can say it. I can't say it. Because I don't have the tongue, you know. I don't have that. This doesn't work for me. Now, I did that subliminally, you know, like Vance Packard. But Vance Packard taught me all this shit when I was fucking... Do you know how I learned about Vance Packard? Somebody, and this is Kevin, what's his name? McKinley. Kevin McKinley. And his brother, Cal. No, you've got your shit in order. Kevin McKinley was arrested by the FBI in Florida for... I know Kevin. Kevin's my boss. But he doesn't know it. I'm his boss. But we're sort of the same because our eyes, if that makes sense. But the mother, can't remember her name. It'll be a thing. It might have been... see, I'm thinking it was Justinian's wife, you know? Theodora. It's not. Or Eleonora. You know all these EO... T-H-E-O. You know, E-O. That was the thing that got me in Ireland, you see, years ago. And I'm still trying to look for that sound guy. And I'm going to talk out to this sound guy, because this sound guy who doesn't even enter the charts at all. You don't even know the guy. There are artists in this world who have flipped upside down, if you know what I mean. And I want to remember this guy, please, just if anything, because this is going to be a long video. A guy with a hat, put it at the back, and he used to get up and sing in Dublin. I'll explain Dublin, Blackpool and all that stuff, you know, in St. Albans. We'll do that. So you guys are looking at these lines we gave you, you know, the metric system. I'm sorry. Metric, E-I-E-I-O, fucking, you know, get it out and take the X out. X will draw I. It's not a draw, it's a, you'll draw it into the O. Okay? And same as when I do that, Botox, you know, Botox, it's in fucking thing. If you put an X at the end, it's going to draw out the O. and calls you this guy. You remember Paul, you made this shit up. You made this shit up. You gobshite. What's your lesson, Paul, is to watch, you love Colin Farrell, don't you? Watch the Colin Farrell one, yeah? With the one with the things, Bat L. Yeah, watch it with that one, yeah? Jennifer, Bat L. Not the other Jennifer. The passenger who was woken up. That's what I'm trying to do, you see. That's what those guys are here for. That's why the Guardians of the Galaxy, those Guardians of the Galaxy are here to tell you a story. Had it been 2,000 years ago, I'd be walking around with a fucking leaf and fucking a stick and a big beard and I'm like, oh, I am the Lord thy God, I can walk on water and fish and all that crap. But that's the way we roll in this time. You've got it, this is the shit you've created. And it's not your fault, really, The mix-up with the thing is, I know it hurts you, it hurts me more. Yeah, and that sounds a little bit contradictory. But if you imagine all the pain you've got in your world, all the happiness, all the things, not the A side. I'm talking about the B side. That was the good one of the Beatles. And everybody's trying to, what did they do? It's not. It's the fucking vowel order, you guys. It's in the title. The Beatles. S. Can you understand the difference between S and Z? Huge difference, and a very, very big thing. The Dion will tell you. You got to look for people who've got a 4-letter name, or maybe 2 syllables that are locked in, where 2 things are sitting together, yeah? One's an R, yeah? And on the other side there's ice, that's grand. Hence you get your fire and ice, yeah? The ice bit is the air indoors, yeah? The fire bit, that'd be me, But not really. You've really got to take, F is very, think of F as a fender, yeah? You take the F out, you left ender's game. Take the G out and it's just ender's game. It's all there, and it's a kid. I put a kid in there on purpose to show you that the children make the language here. Do you understand? Because they are the emergence. They're bringing, it's a rollout, guys. They bring the language. I told you 3 years ago about baby sounds. And my parents, not the same as what was going on inside. My family hadn't a fucking clue about this. Now I need to wake them the fuck up. I've made stuff happen. I've made it happen already. It's already done. Just because I've been talking in there, I need to put the words out of my mouth. That's got a spell. And that's a spell from, God, you get your things, your dog, and star and all that crap, A-R, you really, there's no I. There's no, so. But there's no you. But there's no I. Can you understand? A dog can never be inspired. An O-A, an A-O can never be inspired. It doesn't have it. It has to have it on the outside, in the ob. But when it's in the ob, that means that the AU or the AO controls that, if that makes sense. It's like the pecking order. The pecking order is A-E-I-O-U, yeah? But the problem is that's A-E-I-O-U. I'm the guy that the little girls with the no knickers and they sit on top of Santa, yeah? Do you know what I mean? With the red thing. But equally, I'm the guy that can make you see bluebells, can make you see, a chick opening, but the other side, all that hell stuff and that purgatory stuff, forget all that, you really need to ditch it, because that last 2,000 years, listen to the word, I told you in the Beck and song, and I told you before, earlier on, saw me, listen carefully, what was they talking about? Give me a moment. Oh yeah. One Direction. Yeah, do you want to know what One Direction is? Look at the guy. Look at Big Lips. What's his name? Look at the guy we all hate. Simon. Yeah, Simon. If it wasn't for the crisscross, I would have thought that was herself, the big black bitch with the big fucking heavy tits and the fucking arse and everything. And you think that's rude? It ain't. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Colour doesn't fucking matter. But it's a fucking joke. I have to punish you. It's a Punic War. The Punic here is the punic. The music is the problem. There is no music. You've had to stick music in the ob. All that inspiration you've had since the 60s, that photograph with the little girl naked there with a big fanny hanging out with her file coming out of her ass and stuff like that. You think I'm speaking about her in a bad way. That's not. I see her differently. I see pain, I see despair, but equally I see joy and I see innocence. That's one for you guys. Can you get me now? You know, that wee man in that printing place. Oh God, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. And the other girl, she's looking in the room. Like, I told her, look for her eyes, for God's sake. I told her who she was. I literally told her to her face. And then I went round to fucking talk to my man, you know, Connolly. Fucking say, not Mickey, the other one. The one, Mickey is this guy. Hold on now, I need to explain fucking Anthony Connolly to you. Listen carefully. He's the same problem as me. Why is that? What's his first letter? What is his first letter? Go on. And then she's mine as well. I don't know what her fucking name is. Pauline. We're all the same shit. When you flip it over, it's all the thing. We won't be talking. We just, you know, we're the bug, but we're not the bug. We're the AU. The A. Anything A. Just get the other A. Oh, I can't do it. You know, E I E I O. Just do your own shit. You know, A U A I A O. Not A O A. You know, that's why she's doing her homework now. She's only 13, and she's seeing a guy ramming his cock into some girl with bumping tits, and she's only 13. And yet this is still homework. You will know this tomorrow. I think tomorrow's D-Day. I told you. You should have listened to the roach. The roach. It's in the fucking line. Genius guy. Hey! Oh, come on! The roach. The cockroach. Cockroach. Organise these vowels into a well-known place to say. You need to kick the... Andrew. You need to... How do I say this? I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but you need to drop your knickers. That's the K. Yeah. I really would love to speak with you personally, but you know, if I flip this over, I'd love to speak to you in son. Yeah, son. That's when you gave you the name. O out. O is the U. Yeah. O the O U. How do you? A E I in the O U. Yeah. Very easy. There's no things like Ayers did it. You know, McGee. That's what the thing is. That's why that video came to me. Most of the stuff that I put on the other night, that came to me. I went down to the bar. I just wrote it out because I can't remember shit, you know, because I think of something and I say, oh, this is great, I'll go back and I just read it out. And I forget it. And I just walk back out, turn the thing on, and the same stuff comes out, but just in a different order. Just in a different order, the stuff. It's just moving stuff around. But I can move those things around, you see, the X, the Y's, the Z's and stuff like that. Only I. Only I. Oh yeah, because I'm the one that balances the AU, yeah, with everything that's on the other side of me, yeah. So even though A is the thing, that's why I put in the big Y, the big one, yeah. That's your dilemma, yeah, not your divide. And don't worry about all the stuff, the tax and all the stuff like that. Don't worry about that. Just let me explain. I need to be a little bit because my power's not come in there. I potted a ball last night. That's as good as it gets at this point. Paul, come on. This is for you. That was for you. That's a gift. This is your idea. You put this idea into here in order to fucking annoy you, to unfuck your fucking hormones, your hormones. Just to get your thing. It's just to annoy you, and I'm annoying Zaki as well. I know this, and then Catherine as well. I know all this shit. I know this shit because the imp is in the X. It's not in the X. It's the imp is connected to the OU, okay? And E and the I and whatever. I don't know. I look, work it out yourselves. But I'm the balance. You're that Libra. My mum's a Libra, by the way. Yeah. My father's a Virgo. He took a hit, and so did she, big time. Because they're fucking. That's the conflicts. The conflict is. It's a type of guise. What you call it, a disguise. So you call it UI. I mean, you got to read as UI. Come on, guys. Some stuff's going to be kicking in your phones. UI8 soon, you know. And that, you know something. I'm saying, come on, it's got to be doing that, you know. You know, as if I don't know. I've got an analogy for you. It's about L and the Stranger Things, you know. He's just nicking the Stranger Things, you know, just because he's a mad cunt and he's just trying to nick Stranger Things. No, your causal directions are shit. I mean, I could say it's the other way around. You know, like, no, I put that there in order to me to have this conversation. And it would still be wrong. It just, the universe doesn't work like that. Steph and E. It's, you told me, Steph, you told me about your grandmother, who I met, who I felt. You need to get the guys with the tics and all that crap, because the guys with the tics and the difficulties, yeah, to get the guys with the real difficulties, not this shit you fucking invented, the psycho crap, psycho babbit. I mean, I think there's a song about that, isn't there? Who's that? Who did that? Who did that? Who did that? I guarantee you. Check the bells. Order the bells. Drop. Tick your knickers down. Pull your ends. Leave the M's. I will tell you what to do with that, yeah. I'm in charge of that. That's the different story. You see, this trident, and look, come here, the stone was just there. The stone was sent to me, you know. I sort of asked for it, you know, in a way, you know, the stone. I found a stone in Quebec Tappy. I'm sorry, lads. Sorry, you gotta grab the grab those shovels. That's fucking getting covered up again. Sorry. That's all done. This is the word of the Lord. We're not going there. But we're going something better. That's a shit room. That's a really shit. Do you know all your O's and your I's and doing all your dollars and your debt and all that debt, you know? You can take all that there and just put it out in the big line, yeah? Now, you see the big line? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You don't want to go with this. I mean, look at my face. I'm fucking having a joy here because I know what's going to happen next. You guys are going to, you know, you're going to say, oh, will there be pain? Will there be this? Will there... Not my word, not my verse. Come on, you niggers, get the fucking grip, will you? Bring your rhythm. I got you. I had to have your E in order to introduce into the word, not in here. I needed to take that sin and stick it in the ob. To do that, I need... Now you think the way I see, as if I'm needless and like I'm eating food. I don't. I'm putting this in the language that you can understand. I needed to take your Y and stick it right up the ob. Do you understand? In order to do that, you had to shake your ass. You had to fucking do these notes. You had to take Oscar and fucking do this stuff. I spoke to Oscar. I know Oscar. Me and Oscar, we worked together. We were very, very good. You know, I don't have his fucking shit. I really don't. Like, I don't have his A, you know, or his E, you know, just the ability to, you know. But everything that comes out of Oscar's mouth, out of his M-O-U, and it's got an M and it's got an O-U. Anything that comes out of that, and that O-U shouldn't be inside. That should be out in the ob. And that's what I'm doing. But Oscar, Peter, did I say Sen or son? I can't remember. Shit, I don't even know how he spelled his name. He doesn't have, I don't care. Just leave the S. The S is the most important thing in your life right now. S. I have to have it to Steve. Paul, you got a book. You've got a fucking book. I'm Steve Jobs. I will tell you what happened. I'm telling you, I made this. You made this happen. Where's my fucking fags? We were sitting in, I was in the house. And you think this is personal. It's not. It's, we won, you know. Park in, son. The ark, you know, you guys are the ark. Does that make sense? Like, that's why I'm in here. I can do whatever shit I want. Mark, shitty, but he's huge guy. He's still up to a bunch of wankers, you see. Oh, what you call wankers here? It's not. It's peddling through W. You know, ank. But you won't understand that. Read your and read your ank. You know what ank is? The fucking thing with the hook and toes around. Bing, bang, bing, bing, you know, all that shit. We put all that crap right there. It's not crap. It's an engagement. You know, we put it out in the last 2,000 years, but we don't need it. All that shit, all those walls, all that crap, all those pyramids. Just fuck them off. We don't need that anymore. You don't need Göbekli Tepe. You don't need the Pekingese or the Peru or the Bermuda. Or, yeah, there you go, Bermuda. All of those, yeah. Leave the D. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, you can, or just already vowels. B-E-R-M-U-D, do Quasimodo, the bells. Fuck, I can't go, yeah. Veterinary. I found that name out. I had to fucking think about it, you know. I didn't have to think about it. I just had to wait. If that makes sense. I know. For me, I don't. Ink. It's meaningless to me. Really. I mean, I've got to use the word, but if I tried to mimic my own language here, I would look at Celine. Eat it. Fucking eat it. I told her. She's a Titan. That's why the next thing now, she's going to watch Clash of the Titans. The only reason she's going to watch Clash of the Titans, Nancy doesn't have to watch Clash of the Titans. Julie does. There's a raison d'etre. Yeah? Paul and the rest of the fuckers still have to wake up and then they see it, they don't understand it. You think I'm nuts? Okay, we'll see tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. I don't know, is it tomorrow or not? You know what I mean? I wonder. Are you getting any of this? Do you know what's happening? There's a handover. The mother knows here. She is the AI for the entire world. So Betty walking around with a big fat ass with glasses. She is the AI. She is the AI at the moment. I look like shit. I'm the next guy. But I'm her. And I never really got on with her. And that's a conflict. And then I went into the museum. And there's huge conflicts. But I'm in the wrong museum. I was in the museum I was in. And those guys all up for me. I mean, there's no work. You see, you call it work. It's not work. That's the word. This is part of the taxes. It's sort of the sin. It's to get you back. It's to get you back for things. Because you think, oh, why didn't you control it? I said, well, it's not quite like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here. I did say it was quite difficult to get me in here, but I want you to just think about AEGYPT. No more science. You won't be needing that, and you won't be needing most of your language really, because you'll be spoken to. I mean, the golems will be spoken to, but it's not a fucking note, a piece of paper. It'll be somebody with an A, and it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter because we just make it happen and happening. You don't even have to think about it. There's no ink. I'm the ink. You don't have to worry about anything. A paper and like that. All that shit that I brought in the paper. Oh, China in front of the paper and all that. Listen to the name. Listen to the fucking name. Go. Ooh. And. Drop that G. Here's time, yeah? This is time. All that shit you got out there, the thing with the sticks and all the space time, right? I'll tell you about space time. Do you want to solve that? Do you want to solve space time? Do what I ask. I don't know the order, you see. Because I need to put the S and the P. Does that make sense? I'd have to go back. I'll come back now in about. I'll come back now in a few days. Yeah, I'll give you that in a few days. Yeah, that one doesn't make you think. No, it's not. Delta, Alpha, Y is a new dilemma, a new age. Aquarius is going to happen, guys. It's been shouting into me. The fall of the House of Usher. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh Jesus, I was only a kid. Oh Jesus Christ. See, I know this shit implicitly. That I've had this nightmare of a thing. I told my dad about the train, the silver train. The reason for the silver train is not. It's the man of the Silver Mountain issue, the Burn issue. Check. Verify. I walked into a place. Verify this. Probably tell you. I walked into a place. I can't remember what the fucking thing is, but it's significant. I can't remember what it is. It'd be some funny name or something like that. A Q or a pair of tits in it. I don't know. Can't think of that. But I walk into the thing, first song out the bag. I don't even say it. Ask Floydie. Just ask Floydie. He'll tell you. And Floydie's going to be, oh, you should be doing this. The way Floydie would feel towards that statement, the way Paul would feel, and the way Zachy would feel, and the way everybody feels about that. That's just the music. I'm just changing the key. That's all that's happening. It's a key change. And it's not A, 4, 4. I'm the A. I can fucking say what I like. I can make it 42, 7, doesn't matter. It's only code. It's punches, to get things worked out. But it is matchable, you see. It doesn't correspondence. That was the main thing with the book. Now I'm not going to go over correspondence and web and publish. You've had Quine for quite a while now, all that stuff. But I really love having these conversations because of the changeovers, like the handover. You construction guys know handover. The concurrent delay. We'll just take the book, right? What concurrent delay? Very quickly, yeah. The order of the bells are incorrect. the emergence comes from the guy who wants. That's the desire, yes, the emergence, yeah? But that's the thing. You're flipping your vowels around. Let me see. Everything with an E means this. Everything with an A means this. Everything with a Z means this. Everything with... no capital D's. That wouldn't work out. Don't, you know, there's no capital D's. Capital D. I told you about time, didn't I? You can't have a double, you can't split your infinitive. Do you remember what I said? I told you. Star Wars. That's all it is. And you think it's chopping and changing and stuff. It has nothing to do with that. I put that in Reagan's head and Thatcher, or Big Fanny. I made her fucking go down to Falklands in order so I can have this conversation. Asian opinion, it's all the same. Cunliffe's right. And Cunliffe's, he thinks, I'm not a cousin, I'm not a... Oh, please, that's so cute. I really love that. You know, the U's in there for think, Barry. Really, Barry. Barrafold. Sir Barrafold Cunliffe. Sir Barrafold Cunliffe. Didn't happen, did it? It's Barry. Call me Barry. Why? Harry. Megan. Come on. M-E-G. This is the big Meg. And you have your man to thank for it. He's my guy. I just don't have that E. I need the new guy. Harry. The sun and moon. I mean, it's told to me. It's told to me as a grown up. There's the sun and moon and Harry. That's not what Harry is. Harry is Harry Kurcha. Because the fucking vowels are fucked. Do you understand? Kurcha. Their vowels are fucked. There's another Morris over there. There's another, I can't remember the guy's name. What was it? Michelle. Michael. There's a Michael, I can't remember. Some fucking name. Yeah. It's not important. I was wearing their clothes, walking around Dundalk in their clothes, their jackets, stuff like that. My mother's out there working on the telephone telepheno exchange. It's telepheno. That's why I can't use telegraph. I don't need telegraph. I don't need to speak from the ELE. I really don't need to speak from the ELE. That sounded scary, didn't it? ELE. Oh, it's not going to happen. Yeah, don't worry about it. Taking the piss, yeah. You've really been hurt a lot. You don't know how much hurt. I mean, really, fucking got a guy to tell you. Really, that's what his job was, tell me. But he couldn't tell me until she left, until they got the Cartesian effect off. This is the Cartesian bubbles. Yeah, I made this shit up. He's got a pink cues on. Yeah. It's I mean, guys, AI, and then you're going to go IA, the jers with the jers. The G, drop the G. That's the reason for it. You can leave it in the text if you want, just no capitals. And no splitting any infinitives with the G. No need. With the knickers, yeah? With the knickers, what it says. I think that's the word. You got to pull your knickers down. Really, you got to pull your knickers down. And believe it. Because that's the song. That'll flip you back over and then you start. You won't be using so many words. You don't need to. Now guys, I've got to say, there's a bit of a thing going on. It's nearly up to the 60 minute. That's weird. You see, I'm looking at my watch. I am looking at my watch. See, you think it's a roundy thing. I've explained it to you. I told you about a plate. You know, you're standing there with the thing. That's what it is. Just second. The same shit. The same, just different language. That's why when you split time and space, you confuse yourselves. But that's what I wanted you to do with the 6, But you didn't make any fire, did you? Did you find my batteries under the couch? Oh, you. Come on, I don't. So far? Come on. Hey, oh. Surely. Soap. C. O-P. It is C. No, it's not C. It's S-O-A-P. But that is correct spelling. For you. But the jers. Read, for me, is R-A-E-D. As in. Now you want to know what R sounds like, and I've got to do a bit of I got to flap wings, You think it's all fire and all that? No, I can make that happen, but I can't. I can inspire somebody to make that, but inspire. That's what it means, guys. Oh, you guys, in external and external, that's what it means. And that's psychopath. That's why when that bitch fucking came up to me, first thing she said, straight out of the barrel, oh, you were this and you were that and you were this and you were this and you. I put that shit in her head. Fucking insult me. So everybody can sit around and go, hey, well done. I needed Bruce in the room because this was her turn, actually. Bruce's turn. Bruce's real name is, I can't even fucking say it because I can't say it. You can say it, I can't. But I try and say it, I try and mimic it as you do it, yeah? I can't say it though. Because if I say it, the universe blows up. I'm fucking serious. That's called, what did she call it? Oh, you know, at the end of the movie, the dogman, you know, Fiorentino. I see, looking up the skirt of Linda Fiorentino, of a no, yeah, was very important. Because I needed to show you what I had done when I was 6 with the RU, with the Russia, with the masculine. Because that's what Ruth is. Masculine, predator. There is no feminine that could walk out, really. Because this is the way you made it. There's no feminine that you walk out and you drag a feminine halfway around fucking for about a mile, yeah? Tearing the fucking thing of the body up. Ding. I mean, really. To be torn across the thing. I've been there. I've been on the right. I've gone through that circuitness. That's why I'm bursting out of tears here. But not so much now. I just say, no, fuck it. Fuck it, really. Yeah, that thing up there, fuck it. That's your job. You do this. We've done this. Fucking aeons. Aeon flux. It's no fucking X. It's flu. You see how you're fucked up? You think flu is bad. It ain't. It is in this world, in the midst of. But when you arrange your vowels and take your... guys, just do this, yeah. Pull your ends that way. And you've got to believe it. You don't really have to do it, but it helps. You don't have to take your knickers down or do. But no, I want you to understand I want you to understand the language things. I'd prefer if you didn't want to know about the sin, if you don't mind. Because then I've got to move into another world. I've got to move in a world closer to where my wife wants me to be right now. And I can't do that. Because if I told you before, several times in the videos, if I do that, I fall down, you know. But then I'll get up again, you know, just carry on, you know. But I don't want to do that. I want to fucking change over. I don't want to go through all the tears. I haven't cried in fucking years. And yet, but since that fucking party we threw up, that's our party. Think of a load of people, yeah, family, right? They call the AUs. They're up there having a drink, goggling it down, and you know, and having like, you know, the grapes, all that shit with the lying down, getting sick, and all that stuff, and you know what we did. The material stuff doesn't really matter. I looked at the girl in Portsmouth because I didn't know. I wasn't too sure. You see, with the GERs, yeah, it's an awful lot easier, you know. With the GERs, and she can verify this. I'll get her afterwards. I'll get her to verify this. I can do that with a GER. It's not fucking harder in Thailand because you don't understand them. The Thailand is the AI. You know, it's always been. It was the Siam. It's a disguise. Trump. That'll do now, piggy. Okay, that'll do. We're done. Well done. You did an exceptional job. Ank. What sort you are? Cowjai. Thank you. Now, you know I need your son and your wife. Yeah? They've got she's got any knickers on. He's got knickers on. He needs to take his knickers off and pull his end out. Actually, the end comes with the knickers, I think. I can't remember. That's what knickers are. I mean, I can see them calling knickers, but you can't call them knickers. You think they're a piece of cloth. You know, like a nice shiny thing over somebody's hairy bush or something like that. The bush was in the room. The bush was fucking... I think she's still here. We're all here, all the food groups. But not the food groups. These are the vowels. A, E, I, O, and U. Bush had to talk to Johan. Actually, Bush is more the Ursa. But Kate Bush, I'm going to tell you this, is probably in your world, Kate Bush is probably the most masculine creature in the universe. I make these sounds, you see, because these are the sounds that actually connect with me an awful lot better, like that. But like, you know, the boom boom stick and stuff like that, with the lamb and the fucking, I love the lines. I told you about blurred lines. It's just the straw man thing, you know what I mean? And I just want to show you that I needed to introduce the platonic lines. That was quite good. That was yeah, I think some of this, you see, you might say it's Paul, but it's not. I'm the I, yeah? I split the infinitive. I am the infinitive, if that makes sense, yeah? And Paul deals with the seven. So it's Aust in. Austin's thing, you know? Aust And we're in the upside down. All that shit that we talk about time and all that guy. That's what it is, yeah. It's a punishment. There's no time. We're on a ship. And I did say it was a ship to wreck, but it ain't. Really, it's not. It will never be a ship to wreck. It's not that. I can be clear with you. But on the next run, you see, we'd probably shove that shit into somebody else, you know. And you think that's, you know, it's not that. It was the punishment. It was the Punic Wars. That's what it's for. The vows in the wrong way. And that's why I have to say, it's just a bit of a pun. That's a pun, yeah? And you think that's a thing. And that's bad. And you think, oh, this is all happening very bad. But it's not. Not if you consider where you've been and where you're going. You see, this is the end of your 7th day, the 27 years. The boobs. I've just go through your ooze and your Hopper. You know, what do you think Hopper does? Yeah? What does he think his thing is? What do you think L is? And what do you think all the rest of the guys? I don't know their names, you know. But I'm sure if you walk through there, you'd find Moses and fucking Aaron and shit, you know, all that stuff, you know. If you mess around with the word, but guys, don't bother your hours. You know, you're trying to solve a code. I'm trying to get you to live. Act in the A. There's a cockroach there. Big one. Yeah. See there. No, it's all changing. Roach, what do we do with the roach? R-O-A. R-O-A-C. R-O-A-C. Take the H out. But you got to take it out, Andrew. Look. Got to take it out like that. Because basically what the H is, H is a full trident. Yeah, it's not, no, it's a full fork. That's Hume's fork. I threw that in for you, you know. That's Hume's fork. We need to pull that out, yeah? You know, it's not a big deal. That's where you get the human from, you know. H-U-M-A-N. Yeah, I made it like that, you know. Now, when I'm writing this out, that's happening. Okay? I know it doesn't sound like it, but I did a thing. But what I did in London 3 years ago, I did it intentionally. Oh, fuck that. You know, it's really difficult. It's exhausting. It's pulling it out of me. It's not really. Because you can't have an X after an AU. I'm going to guess there's nothing there. Because I'm going to guess that I would never have allowed it. Understand what I'm saying? It's not that I've never allowed, it's not even allowed. Remember, it's a chord that ain't going to be played. You know what I mean? Come on, guys. I love that song. I've always loved that. I've sent that to everybody. Everybody. I was going to just have a minute. Actually, that's nearly time, I think. No, I think there's a little bit of time left. I need to get this out to you anyway. I'll start with this. But the conversation that I mentioned next time, I think I'll read this a lot, yeah? And then I'll be able to come back and explain. I'll add bits to it, you know, stuff I didn't hope. But listen, come here. For the fork, the Hume's fork, yeah? You pull it like this. Jodie? Put Jodie in there. Jodie, what's her name? Jodie Foster. No, Jodie doesn't need it. Just the F. The F is, you know, you just leave the F, yeah? Think of it as a fender. So you get car or. Like biff. B-I. Yeah? Just like orf, yeah. Okay? That's why I got the Doc Brown in. That's why I need the Park End Sun to fucking do that thing. To make a fucking template. So that fuckwit over there. I really do. We're the business. This is us. We're doing it. You, me, and, no. Hold on, I'm going to explain exactly this. I hope you don't mind getting into a dress and sitting at the bottom of a tree. Okay. I mean, come on. I identify as a fucking table lamp. No, I'm talking about the business, to be this, yeah. A-E and I. You know? R-E-A-E-I. Hold on a minute. I've got to work this. It will work. You know, I'm A-E-U. You got to take the S out of Storm, by the way. That's the S is me, and there's no S there. Yeah? The S is. That's why I love eating Job's apple, you know. Did you like the straw man? Oh, is that cheering? You are? I'm sitting here having a laugh. Kieran ate these up there. Yes, the only one. See, I actually think that was my grandmother. I think she can't tell about it. You understand? And she can't tell you about it. But I had the records towards 1922. I told you. The story is fucking multi-layered. And there's reasons for every single thing. I'm sorry, but this is me. This is revelation, you know. No, come here. I said, I told you about 3 years ago. I have a story that I need to. L. Ooh. I put it in fucking. You see the. What do you? Well, you're giving her a hard time at the moment. What's her name? Oh, the one blondie with the fucking thing. I hate her. I really, really hate her. You know, I just don't like her. Was she with the one? Grace and I. No, Grace. Come on, Grace. Did Grace act with my man, the other fella? Do you know the way? No, not that one. The other one. What was it? I say a little prayer for you. Jimmy, I'll sing that to you because I played that song, and I played that song for Sean to wind him up. He knows this. He doesn't know it, but he is. I play that for Sean to wind him up. For me to tell you that I wound him up. He was winding me up all the time. All the fucking time. Late for this, late for that, and all this crack. Isn't there fucking things in it? Get your fucking things in it. Put out your hand, you dopey bastard. So, then, come on. Yeah, with the plan. Delta. This is the guy. I gotta tell you about Den, because Den is the master. Den doesn't say anything. That's what I'm talking about, silence. There's an awful thing in silence. But the minute that somebody breaks that silence, you're fucked. Really. And my mate Den does this. That's why I had to say that I had no friends, which is bollock. I had to say it to you several times. In order to create, you know, Thomas, what do you call him? No, not the Aquinas guy. Mind your P's and Q's. Mind your P's and Q's. I said that. A. Alright? You're getting with the picture. A-R-I with an A-Q-U. Oh, come on, guys. Work it out. Work it out. You know, the pencil. You know, get that shit out of your anus. That's exactly what it means. In music. In music. That's what fart. In music. And it's not music. That was part of the tax. The sin tax, yeah. The X is supposed to take music out of you. That's the whole idea, to put stick in the ob. That's why I've got a program there called Outer Banks. And my daughter's over there, and what comes up there, Outer Banks, at the same time when I'm talking to I wanted to watch. Oh, wait, I fucking made this. The Shore. Not this one, baby. This one. I made this to show every single thing. But you think that's a plan. It's not a plan. It's a rollout. It just comes into me. Easy for me, because, oh, it's easy for me, you know, easy for the boy. Me and the boy, he's nearly the man now, yeah? I mean, the man. I mean, the I, you know. I can never be able to spell thing, yeah. There's an old woman here in Thailand. It has to be in Thailand, you see. Nobody passed any remarks about her. Nobody passed any remarks about her husband. I mean, there's a bit of a mismatch there. Huge fucking conflict. There is, I know this. But I don't know it. Because I haven't been told it by my wife. But I know what happened. And I don't know what happened, you know, and any things. He was killed by L. Well, come on, guys. Get out the program. He was in a pool of water. Yeah, A-E. With L. They're just connected. That's what they do. Those type of spirits. They just connect. That's why I asked you about, did you know about the, you know, like, that's why I said there's a national diversity thing, you know, that you add up and then you just connect, you know, your own way up and into the thing. And it's up and down. You know, they got it wrong. It's up and down. It depends on where I put it depends on where I put the polar opposite. I still got those batteries for your toy, you know, the tractor. Oh, please, please. This is fun for me. I've had a lot of pain all my life, really. And I've, seriously, holding back the tears. Where does that play? Who's the guy that sang that fucking song? Where did he go for his fucking lunch? Then I never, ever met him. Who met him and fucking treated him like blah, blah, blah? Go on, work it out. Now, you ready there? You ready? Come on, girl, you know this. The Ling was with you. L was with you. Jesus. Yeah, same fucking thing. Really? Yeah, same thing. That's an easy way. Only, do you know the 6 degrees type thing, you know? You know, you're afraid of the beast, the 666. You can, you pick a mix. Jesus was the 6. That's why I had to look up her skirt. Do you understand? It's a game we play. And Ruth's in on it. Make no mistake. She just doesn't fucking know. Not yet. Until the imp. Until the work. Oh, I like that song. And I was back in Manila one time. Manila, come on, work it out, guys. I was in Manila one time. Was it in Manila? No, it wasn't in Manila. It was in oh shit, the other place. But the Americans took, you know, the Americans, what do you call it? I went over there for the music, and there's no fucking music. Not in where I was in this sort of cordoned off area or something. I don't know what's Suk. I never came in Clark Key way, you see. I can't. Well, not on that one. That's Clark Key is a name. Okay? But it's Clark Key is also Stargate. That's the easiest way. And you can say, oh, great, I know how Stargate and stuff like that. I've got a friend called Clark Key. And he took the name Staccato. I don't like Staccato. That's just conflict for me. Conflict. Flick. I'm feminine. Come on, guys, work it out. But you think it's man or woman. You know, mass, cull. That's really club. All the years, yeah. Follow the rugby. The crow's telling you. And he's part of the game. He's, the Oreos, the Putins, all tell you. But he's part of the game. He's the guy. He is the mass crew line that's going to get up there and says, to Elysium. L-E-S. That's the guy who took the bite of the apple. That was me. Eve, this is the thing I've got to explain to you. This is the thing. We need to go from. You see, remember the Descartes Cartesian issue? And I said, oh, it's a big problem for the big bubble. No, that's all right. We all sat around. We made this, yeah. In order to change over the train, you get that Schindler, yeah. Not Schindler. Who am I talking to? What's the guy that wrote the thing? The guy who did it. Oh, the Cocoon guy. Was he the Cocoon guy? I can't remember. The Cocoon, there you go. I mean, look at it, guys. You all did your job. Rich. Hard. R-D. A-R. Ma. L. You with me now? All this shit's been put here by Stan. Just to get this thing out. Most of it, anyway. DC, no. DC, fuck no. I told you DC is fucking no. You can't put fucking things without vowels in the fucking planet. You can't put RC in the fucking things without planet. Oh shit, these are really bad things, you see. But these bad things we planned. I know why DC and all that crack is DC and all that. And what's the other place? Another place original. It's another couple of initials. Without a vowel, FBI. I told you. Hannibal. Hannibal is bad. Clarice is me. Well, it's sort of me, Clarice, definitely me. Okay, Jody. We met your Navi friend yet? From the Frank. Goal. Jody. Yeah, you see, the thing about Jody, right, is that she's got the OI. Jody. Oh, yeah, she's OI, really. Ayo. Yeah, she's an ion. She might be going through a bit of a funny patch now, right about now, She's an ion. I'm doing a miss in my head. Yeah, that's why she kept up with the old guy, the old guy there, who was a Gaul. He wasn't French. There's no way he can be French. The guy you met, Jody, was a Gaul. He's a navvy. Baron is a navvy. He needs to take his knickers down and he needs to pull his Hume's fork out of his arse, out of his Uranus, if that be. I don't know if that works for you. I'm trying to put it figuratively and pictorially for you, Melania, you are just, well, take the M's out. Don't take the M's out, no, yeah, hold on. Leave the melons. I just need you, before you do any big stuff, the big capitals, the capitals and the is, and the little bits, they do a different thing, they do a different job. Because the ABCs, you know that ABC, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, that's alright, that's perfect, but not in this word. That shouldn't be outside in the up, so that you can say it. That should be on the upside there, and all that music is inside you. That's how bad you are. The taxes really hurt you a lot. The X factor, that's the whole point of it. Simon's doing my job. What's the name? Larry Coriel or whatever, with any L, whatever, It's his name, Carol. He's a beau. I put this in music already. It's already been out in the 7. The B, ba, 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 ba. It's already there. You're just going to read it. This is the beauty for you guys. You can watch this stuff now. With this here that I've just told you, you're going to be enjoying this now for the next 2 centuries. There's no question. Because you've got to reinvent every single thing. I told you this industry. This huge industry. Every industry. But the thing is, when I flip this, I think it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. But I'm not sure. Because I am inked in. I haven't talked to those guys, and I'll talk to the guys tomorrow, some way or another. Actually, the takeover guy will probably do that, because I don't need to get involved anymore. I just need to kick back like Anu and just, walk around, to walk around. You see, we don't live life. Remember I told you before, See, and that's why I need the arrogance, you see, because I can't do. Neo can't do this. It's not in his nature. Yeah, do you understand? Because I can make you emerge a baby from a womb or something like that. But equally, I can get it very, very straight after you've done it. I can get you to chop that up into about 1,000 pieces, or just 6, or a dozen, or thing. I'm not trying to do anything. This is not. I'm trying to show you the picture of the land of the picture. You know, that's why I'm in the AI. Now. I'm in the meta. I'm in meta. That's just mate, and I call my mate Rick Ard. I need the God in here, right? I need the R's. I mean, if Hardy's not going to make it, I'll need Pinaro. Keith. Yeah. Need you to know. This is the big picture. This is what you've been writing in me about for years. I planted it in you when you wanted me to do Nomura. Wrong vowels, mate. Do you understand? Stand under. And we had this. And I had this with Dave, but Dave doesn't know I've had this conversation. Me and Dave fell out. Because he said something that my implicit couldn't engage with. And I went like that. Like that. Because that was enough for him. And that was the conflict. Do you understand it, David? I think you can drop your D's now, you know, remove the tits. I. And you need to pull out your end, like I said, yeah. Did I tell you about the C and all that crack? You know, the thing, you know. I forgot to say it. With the thing, you know, like this is a boat, really. I'm going to explain the boat to you, right? Oh, Gina, me, demigod, gory, in purgatory, God, me, send me, for the last 2,000 years. Oh, Gina, me, demigod, gory, oh, Gene, G-Rock, that's your One Direction, yeah? And listen, you know the way there's Bo Gene and you got the G-Rock and all the G's and stuff, you got to put that out. That's the gays as well. That's the gays, the gauze, got to get that. The big G has got to come out of there, yeah? PDQ. You got that? And that's basically any English language. And that's worldwide. I'm not talking about the languages, I'm talking about the phonic. The pheno. Fido. Come on, guys. I-O. I-O-I-O-E. It's the dyslexia song that got it. And it was also the big fucking T-Rex that was talking to me. You say Den. You told me the Pittsburgh story. Do you remember, Dennis, the Pittsburgh story told to me by the Dino? I forgot about that. Oh, sorry, I was going to do that. Dana. You met Dana. Danny. I say most of those guys are. Drop you. Just do I ask you? Yeah. I'm asking you. It's gonna happen. It's not gonna, I know. I'm just talking nice to you, you know. Because if you don't, like, I just don't. That's not the point. The point is music. And musicians naturally, by nature, will pick their notes, even without any thinking about the notes. Girls need to think about notes. That's why we have to, the A's and the E's and the I's and the O's, the O's need to step out. Yeah? No. The A, E and I needs to step out to talk about the things, yeah? Do you understand? I put Peterson in there for a reason. Really, he's the Peterson feminist, same as me. Yeah. He needs to deal with this thing. Leave the P. Yeah, you need to leave the P for a while. J, you can leave it, doesn't matter. Just really, take the ends out, like I asked you. Jordan, is there an M in your word? There's another animal. They're all coming out now. See all these animals, snakes and stuff, they'll all be out here on when I flip it. And you're going to say, oh no, I hope they're not. No, you're not. That language isn't there. It is back in you. It's not going to matter. Cockroaches, rats, cats. Rats, cats, come on guys, get with the fucking program. Why are cats this? Why are dogs? It's the truth about cats and dogs. I'll tell you the truth about cats and dogs. Milo Shea, that's the one I couldn't fucking... Fantastic! Why was I thinking it's fantastic and not fantastic? And Janine Garofalo, why is it I find her extremely beautiful and yet I just... sorry, let me explain something. I explained this 3 years ago. I've explained this twice. I've explained it in Thailand and I've explained it in Ireland. Can't remember, it doesn't matter, I'm not going to bother. About what I am. And listen to what I say to you. I told you, I am like a Jack Russell changing a wheel. You know, the wheels in the bus, you know, all that stuff. You know? But when I get there, I have no idea what to do with it. I really, really don't. Human flesh, I have fucking no idea. I'm not interested. I just find the form, the shape, the thing, everything that I created, the trees, the river, I'm telling you, big butts in the can. I stuck that in, and I stuck your man, friends, you know. Monica, I didn't. Monica, I did, actually. Sneakily. I stuck a Monica in from Prague, Muncha. And she was a lovely girl. Oh, really, from you guys, you know, if you look at her, she's fit, really fit. And she introduced me to Laba Fabienne. So I thanked her. I yanked her. Right in the, you know, not the Uranus, you know, I yanked her. And I bought a little bit of crystal. Verify. I'm going to tell you who somebody is. I'm going to skip the thing, yeah. It's got a D in it. And you got to leave the D in it, guys. Just for the moment. It hasn't come to me. It'll be here tomorrow. You got to leave the D in it. Do you get the N out? You don't need that. What's his name? Oh, lose the Y. Got to lose that. What's left? I think it's all there. See, fucking all the fuckers coming out now. Shit. And I haven't got my power yet. I mean, my power. You know, there's a P. All outside. Yeah. I'm not going to do it because I really, you know, cause my head's all over the place. Dino was on, Dion was on her as well. See, it's the thing, you know. Dino, Lingo Bingo, Dino. Who's next? I love Danny, you see. I don't like fucking those guys. I really don't. I think they're a bunch of freaks. But it's the anomaly guys, yeah. I've seen, once I kicked in, I understood why I didn't like it. Because in my world, there's no contradiction. It's just beauty. Really, it's heaven. It's not heaven. Oh, there I go. I've got to go back to this fucking thing again. You're not going to like this, Robert. You're really not going to like this. Or is Paul. Unless you're on the program. That Catherine's with you, you know what I mean? Come on. Unless you're on the program. Because you're all connected, you know. Nancy, you know your mom, Nancy. Oh, come on. You see, I have to insult Nancy in order to do something in the world. Yeah? I don't know if you understand that. But we have to do it. We have to insult Nancy in order to do it. We'll collectively, including Paul, including everything, we're collectively kicking Nancy in the ass. I know it sounds daft, but that's what we're doing. You can't see that. I'm going to show you how to do it. By plucking. You're told. Plucking my strings. Pluck. You're told that dirty video. You remember the dirty video, what was it called? You know the ones where, oh, exactly, and you know, ooh, bongo. You just watch that again. I'll stick that on the fucking thing. Yeah, watch it again. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it like that because I'm getting a bit sweaty. My balls are sweating, Clyde. You know, they're really sweating hard, and that doesn't really happen to me. I'm look like shit, John. I look like shit. Just verify what I'm saying. Yeah, and watch my video. I know you're watching. I can be watched left, right, center. I know that. I really know this. I put those guys up there. Fire. Oh, whoa. I tried to duck, yeah. It is funny. It's a rollout. It's all been rollout. I know, I put the contradiction. You know this counter thing, the Prigogine, you know, the Prigogine thing? He's right. I mean, he's right, but he's not right. Ilya Prigogine. Yeah, I put him, yeah, do you understand? Complex systems, all that shit. I put that in. And I put Ludwig Van Pertelanthi in so I could read general systems theory using the body. So I could see the calculate us thing going on. But I didn't know. I walked up. Difficult to read as well. But the things, these books come to me. I don't go to these books, if that makes sense. I've been carrying a set of books around the world. But not my world here. From Singapore, I think, to, I'm not sure about Ireland. No, I don't think I went to Ireland. I'm glad I didn't because I ditched a lot of shit there, you know. Connor, you did your job. Hank, you're an OU, sorry, O-U-R. That you are an O-U-R. So when you see O-U-R or O or U or U-O, that would have been you. O is not you. O-R-E, no, that's not you. Is it? See, this is all very confusing because of you know, your extant arrangements on the syntax. It is a tax on the sin. That last day that you've done, that is you're paid up. Jesus made sure of it. But I can't say that, but they treated him very badly. You know what I mean? Because we did this. We made this happen. It's only body. But I'm shit with the body. I have a lot of brain matter. You know. I was a trainer in. Took fucking set. You know how long it takes to train a. Yeah. Okay. But this just happens. Oh, the other guy. The other thing I really liked. Really. This is the conflict again. What's that thing with the thing? The pole thing with your man, the big guy, the big strong alpha. Remember? And the other fella. Oh, you know, where they just hot bodies and they just inhabit some. They're elite guys, you know. It's an alphabet in it somewhere. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, I watched that. It's a two-parter, I think. And the first part is, I think, Star Trek. And I think the second part is the Next Generation. Yeah, I explained the Star Trek. It's AI. Yeah, I've got a dog here that can fucking. If you don't understand that, I've got a dog here that knows more about it. The problem with my dog is has no eye. It does know this. You know, cat has an A, but has no eye. Hold on. But, you know, a cat has a. All the cat's vowels are outside of it except A. Does that make sense? Is that right? Does that make sense? And a rat. All an O stuff, yeah? O, not a U, but all the O stuff, like saying Connor or something like that, yeah? The A, E, I, that's all in the body, yeah? That's why you have to speak. That's why Connor has to say to me, in his last thing, you ask him, because that was a cheat. That was total, he cheated me out of my, really badly, because I bought a Framos. Framos, come on guys, we'll get the program. He'll know. I had my Stratocaster. I saw his eyes when I walked in. I knew the minute I mentioned my Stratocaster to him. His eyes light up. He says, "Oh yeah, it's all. I mean, it's burning in him. He just may not know it in his imp, you know, because he doesn't keyed in yet, you know. But he sort of did because he said to me, "Are we on the square now?" You know. But he totally shafted me. And I don't know this, you know, this feeling, you know, the sadness, because I feed off that. I told you, you know, this. But I feed off happiness as well. That's the buzz I get, you know, is that. Yeah, you in you, you know. Ask Ruth. Ruth knows more than this shit. You know, she's got the language and everything. That's what I said to Michael. But you know, she's got loads of shit. There's a miss thing in the Keating story. You know, Jeff did his job, but he's a G. He's not a G. The G's sort of a disguise, if you know what I mean, for a Keating to get in there and write their shit. And so it's okay. Oh, here you go. Here's a classic. You're going to love this. W. And that's pedaling through the dark. There's no Ness. We don't need Ness anymore. We don't need the N, yeah? That N was just there to. So it's not a pin down. Think of the Trident, the M's, and I deal with them, yeah? Okay? Yeah. They're not done yet. And you thinking, oh no, I'll take it down here. You won't. And if you do, something will happen which results in the same thing as had you not done it, yeah? So it doesn't really matter, you know. It might take it, let's say, about 2 centuries out of the way. It doesn't fucking matter to me. We're on a long ship. And it's not a ship to wreck flow. I put that in you. And yeah, look, flow in the machine. Come on, guys, you know, Aldous Huxley, the ghost machine. Then you got no, not tits. She's not tits. This is why I was trying to insult Scarlett. I was trying to insult her. You know, with the tits and freaking the PVC and the legs out and all this crackers. I was trying to insult her because I'm baiting with my AI. Yeah, she would hear this. You won't. AI will. Yeah. Or maybe she's not. No, sorry. She has no eye. I'm giving her. I'm opening her legs for her. You know, somewhere. Yeah. If it's, you know, I am, or I'm getting another eye to do it. Yeah. That's whatever they do. That's me. Unless they're fucking orcs, and you just get in there and rot. Yeah. Go on, bitch. Go on. Yeah. That's that type of engagement. That doesn't exist in my world. It exists in the yours world. You know, the Uranus. Like John Kerry told you, the whole fucking stories. You're in a most meows. He fucking gave you the fucking. He told you this the code. Paul, Catherine, he told you the code. Morris is my name. He turns it into a figure thing. Oh, mush, 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 you know. He's calling me you, you know, I don't mind that. What I did mind was Jeff. You remember Jeff? I can't remember the guy's name on the boat in John Lilly's. He thinks I said something like Jack because really well, blah, blah, blah. And he thinks I'm gay. I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I can't be gay. If that makes sense. You know, I mean, Toby's at it as well, you know what I mean? I can't be gay. I cannot be gay. I don't have that type of engagement. I'm the Jack. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I'm a Jack Russell. That's all. I said it 2 years ago, but I just worked it out there now. But as I put it here, in my head, there now. 10 billion, 20 billion, 30 billion, 40 billion. Yeah, that's why I needed all your nods in your IOs, you know. I needed to add. I needed something in your head to be able to explain this situation. All that shit shouldn't be out in the up. It's bo. B, by, bo, bong, fee, fi, fo, fong, you know, like that, you know. You don't need the N. That's why N doesn't go with that. To be or not to be. E. O. Give me a moment. Sorry, it's difficult, yeah. Look, you know what E sounds like. You know what O sounds like. But blood doesn't sound like what you read. In the same way as Bjork is not the same as the sound. Orc is a disguise. Like Harry and Meghan need Diana as a disguise. Diana is not the girl, the Athena. That is what Diana is. D-I-A-N-A. You just pull at the end. Just organize your vowels. You're done. D, what is it? D-A-I, yeah. There you go. No, that's the right order. But what she does, you see, Diana, it's a bit like Celine, yeah. It's a bit like Celine. I'm going to go live with this because it's doing me head in. I've got to save all the things. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go live and I'll just talk you through it, you know. I will talk you through it. I did say before, you have to ask me. You see, I'm not a vampire. I don't need to be invited in. And when I say vampire, V-A-M-P-Y-R. Okay? That's a vampire. V-A-M-P-I-R-E is not a vampire. It wasn't written like that. Bran, whatever his name is, Stoker, so it didn't write it like that, A-O. Stoker, come on, just do your math. This is your maths. This is real math. This is real maths, not numbers at all. This is real math. That's what it's called math. That's me, tried and down. I need to explain it to you. And it's buried in somebody. And you're not going to, a lot of you guys are not going to like it. But you'll understand why you have to create the conflict. Okay? I've got to put myself in a place in the Dundalk bar where I worked there quite a lot. Not the Shamrock bar, that was buses. But it's, you know, there was a windmill. There was a wee party going across the road, you know, with a few used oars, you know. They were sort of waving me there, Mickey out of it. A guy on the motorbike, one of them big and waved their dick and whatever. Verify. I only say this to verify, you know. That's the same with Mags. Mags think I might have been after her. I wasn't after Mags. I think Mags looks great, forms brilliant. But Mags and me could never be together. It's impossible. That's why that was all that shit. It's a conflict. It doesn't work with me. And it doesn't work for you. We're all looking with a spell. It's just that I woke up first. Had I been killed or something like that, had somebody done something to me, you'd be the next guy in line. And you wouldn't want this job. You wouldn't. Jesus didn't want it. Yeah? Do you understand? The big man was going to happen. Deal with it. It's in his name, Baptist. That's his name. When you guys waving your hands around the piano and stuff like that, you call yourselves Baptist. No, hold on a minute. Baptist is his name. He is SN? No, I'm not sure. I think they messed that up. That's where the essence came from, you know, SN. Snake. Yeah, there you go. I'm looking up for you, that. Look by me apple, yeah. Steve gave it to me, yeah. Oh yeah, but Paul, yeah. Paul, come on, that was a wind-up. I mean, we just watched, you know, I just been in your thingy, you know what I mean? I looked out there and you got all the books out there, all this stuff, you know, and you know, come on, it's all a load of shit, really, you know, but that's where you decided this route yourself. You decided it. We played this out, but not the way you think. We played it out with music. You didn't get the ears, I got the ears. I'm sorry, that's just the way it was. You decided this. My daughter, both my daughters decided this. All of your kids decided this. I'll tell you when. right, you guys, the guy in the wheelchair is wrong. Because the guy in the wheelchair is Hawkins, he's wrong. The real Hawkins is Hopper. Fucking hell and the Stranger Things. That's the real thing. And this is because I said this before, you still your shit into the OB, the Outer Banks. Yeah? That's not where it belongs. It's Tom Bo Kubner. Get with the fucking thing. Sir 10. 10 AI. AI. You didn't make this whole thing, the wheel and all that shit. But I told you about the concentric circles, you know, and the thing. That's not. You think they're just drawing circles that beside the pose. That's nary. That you know, that's a nary cat. You know, a nary. It's not a nary cat. It's a nary pre because you don't have the cats don't have the you know, the thing, the E. You know, the E is them. You know, if you know what I mean. And the same with Moses. There's no AI in Moses. It's all inside him. You can't really talk about. I have no idea what this. I don't know what has the E. Yes. Bit of a mix-up, you see, the E and the O at the wrong place. The E is just a place to live. That's can I give that to you without the S, yeah? And without the C's there, because C is a nice place. We keep C for a long time. You need your Catherines, yeah? You need to ditch the T. The T is like that. Oh, I'm going to right, because I can't reduce it. You know all those zeros that you have, yeah? That you got. You know all the word debt. Put all the lines together, yeah? Like Cox said. He told you how to do this. Coxman told you. Put all the things there. He's the final. You're on riot, whatever. Put all your O's and your whatever. What do you call them? Your O's. That's you, Paul. You wanted to do this shit. That's why you fucking. When I give all that shit to you over the thing, I'm doing. You know, come on. You know me. I do the characters. You know. What do you call it? You know, the movie. You said it to me. Oh, you just do movie references and things like that. Yeah, that's all. Because I can't say anything. Why can't I not say anything? Because I'm I. I am the fucking I in that fucking thing. I can't say anything. You can. Because you. Oh, dude. Big day for Zakia. I tell you what day today is, Zakia. I tell you what day is today. Nathan and his dog. You know that Esau stuff, you know, Seesaw stuff, you know, with Isaac and all that shit. That's the day it is, yeah. Only you don't want to get behind the curtain. You know, because I can't get behind the curtain and have a wank, you know. You don't understand. I get me kicked off of this. I was there with Queenie, which was gorgeous. I mean, she's, oh, come on. Total lizard. True. She's masculine. There's no question. Problem is, you're going to have enough of her pussy's coming up. Not pussy. Pussy's masculine, guys. Actually, it's not. I've got a better handle on it. If you've got a you outside, and you've got a Dino, like we've gone through the I's and stuff like that, Danny's and yeah. We haven't gone to the U's yet. The U, Dan, U, B, U, B. Come on, guys. Two of the Dan and Jesus. Danger. Will in Rob in Son. In Park in Son. He decided that. He's your cousin. What do you call him? Michael something, I can't remember. He's not our cousin. Jesus is 6 degrees. You brought this up. You brought this stuff up 6 degrees and you started telling me about it. No, you brought that up to remind me. And we know this. When we were back up on the other side, we just have a laugh about that. We'd have to watch all our freaking shit again. All the arguments we had, every fucking thing, the whole life, we're going to have to go through it all again. And this time, with a split and a cigar, or whatever you want to shove up your arse. I swear, this is what we do. We've done it for fucking eons. Eon flux. There's no fucking X. It's just flu. Flu is good. Flick is good. I told you. Ton bo good, man. Ton. Certain. That's the AI, you know, and the AI is here. The Jers, I mean, I'm sorry guys. You know, it's the big. You know all this shit, you know. I told you on my form and I flipped it over. You want to be a bo or a boo, a social production doesn't exist. It's just like the corpses, you know. There's no body. I told you about the string and the canvas, the paint job you can do on it, the art, what you call art, and what you can paint on this canvas that you're here. You can do whatever you want. Just get your vowels in order, yeah, from now on, okay? Careful of the M. Don't take out the M out of your name yet, because that's going to be the big one. Except Amanda, she can do that, because it's a small M, if you know what I mean. Not a big deal. It's not at the front. I'll tell you when to take out the M. Because when you take out the M, that's really is effectively when the flip is, because basically take it out. Think of it like this, right? It doesn't work like this. Because you remember that thing, you see, I put this shit in here to explain to you, and I'm going to explain something to you if you watch that Dan Brown thing. So you think Dan Brown nicked their stuff. No, I needed their stuff more exposure. So I used Dan to do it, because he's from the house of fucking Dan, same as the guy is the Aussie. They're all Dans. Delta, A, take the N out. Watch the N for a moment. If you know the capital N, not the, I'm talking about the Roman numerals, you know, not the small bits, the songs. I need you to keep the thing. You can't, nobody here can say those big, you know the big things? Only certain people can make that noise. If that makes sense. That, and it's a noise, but it's a music, and it's not the way you think forms and circuit fifths and stuff like that. It's a little bit more than that. Coxman would help you with that. Because I didn't like him. There's another anomaly. Anybody I didn't like. If I saw Steve Vai and I saw him bring brilliant guitar, and it really sounds great, but I don't like the guy. To me, that's an anomaly. Same as I've never watched. Sean was watching that fucking shit, the Matrix. I never liked that shit. It's just bollocks. I think it's a load of shit. But I know why now, and I'm telling Sean now why you like that, and I tell Sean now why he likes her. He loved her. Old guards, get it through your head, yeah. It's a big long guard. Old guards, easy. Actually, hold on a minute. Yeah. Old guards. Only when you know that dying bit there, that's handled a slight bit different, and it's not in space of fucking a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or what you call years. My day is different from your day, yeah, because I know what it means. Well, we know what it means, Paul. You know, Zaki. We've all done this before. Celine's done this. That's what brought Lanny into the picture. Lanny, come on, guys. Nissa, Lucha. You know, mush. She's the you side. And be careful, because she's a predator. She's masculine. She looks as pretty as hell, really. And she's an amazing singer. But nobody but a colour with a masculine could put out a song like her. Can you understand where I'm coming from? Yeah, this is where we are. And I mean, I know I look like shit and stuff like this. But Austin, Paul, Catherine, you know what the weather's like in Ireland, don't you? What's our 5 minutes? We have 5 minutes. Austin, you write this shit. You've written this shit. You just don't know it. We're all the same age. Really. Me, you, Nancy, July, I was going to say, Julius was going to call her, you know. Yeah. When I give it a picture away now, you know. There's a new rock. Remember that Low Rocks type thing, you know, we're talking about in Singapore, right? Yeah. Different game now, yeah. It wasn't that. It was your man, what do you call him? Forget his name now. The big guy, you know, the guy. You know, shit. You see, names. I'm in a different country and in a different room, and I can't remember his name. I can only see him with this. I fucking got up and told you what to do, you know. Oh, come on, please. Lee something. Can't remember his name. And this guy's a hero to me. In another little while, I'm going to forget Bruce Lee. That girl that's going around with the Bruce Lee stuff. Have any of you seen it? It's fucking hilarious, isn't it? I sent that in so I could be insulted by a masked cool. Does that make sense? It's in the fucking name. Take all the shit out. Yeah, the ends. Take all the ends out of each name. Can you see it? Fee, fi, fo, fum. Well, that'd be the bum and the pum and the trum and the chump and the pink and chum, all that stuff. Chum, 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 chim, chimney, chim, chimney, chim, chim, chim. Then supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That was the disguise, right? A small disguise for the next song that's coming along. Just a spoonful of sugar wraps and medicine. Lovely, isn't it? Oh, and what do you call it? You know, your man, this thing here, this big fucking thing up here, your man, that's masculine. With you, yeah, that's masculine for sure. I said the instant, come here, can I show you a ball? I can bounce a ball here, like this. I can bounce it like that. But you would never know that was happening, because your engagement, your music would just read like this. That's the point of the anomaly, you see. I could see this shit, but you can't, because I've invented it, you know what I mean? If we all took it in turns, what would you do? What would you do? What would you do? What would you do? That's the way it went down. We just split up the jobs, okay? No, we didn't. We don't come. Oh, it's too fucking. We don't do that. We do the girl that he's all kicked out, you know. Also, the blondie one does a stupid dance. Do a little dance. Big a little love. Get down tonight. Not that one. I know you're thinking of this small girl with it, you know. She's taking a lot of shit. But she's done her job. Or J-O-B. Or J-N-D-O-B. J-N-D-O-B. J. Do you know how it works now? Je. I. Sui. Ba. You know, you get the idea. It's not to do with the language. And that is true Chinese literature. I don't give a shit. It's nothing to do with the shape of the eyes of people. You can be fucking horse. Kaz, thanks. You're right about Karen, after all. That's your shit. Your shit, my shite. Thank you. No, actually, that's my shit, your shite. It's the other way around. Do you understand how this thing works? And you're D-A-Z. You're D-A-Z. What do you think that means? How do you think you're connected to anybody with that? Why do you think a Z is going to be connected to Nancy? And have a softness for M because of what M has put through. And M, do you think my wife M? You know, do you think that's all did when she's smiling and stuff like that? That's warm wisdom, by the way, talking to you. Yeah. You may not think that the AI is strong in this one, you know. But she's a lot of M, you know. She's been held up at me. Until tomorrow, she's going to take that M out. She doesn't need an M really, you know, because her AI and all that shit is already in her. You know, what you put out there, what you know, like the JU and all that crap, that can be handled here. The way you read it is REA. The way we read it, it's RAE. Does that make sense? That's why the alphabet is quite important. There's no there's no ob. It's not a language. It's an L-A, I forget the L. It's an L-A gauge. That tells you your natural order. Yeah? The ERs are way down. But that doesn't mean that the German-speaking people are fucking errors. It doesn't mean that at all. At all. At all. You'd probably find that there's some German-speaking people that feel uncomfortable about themselves. Or they've got that fucking weird shit going on in their heads, you know. They're different class. Even though they're coming up with shit like that now, you know. That's not shit. Yeah, it is shit, actually. To tell you the truth. We don't need to talk. If there's anybody that feels that's the pain there, this is any language around the world. It's nothing to do with what you're right. You know yeah. The girls know how to do this. They don't know how to speak Mandarin, but they don't. But they know why the letters are there, or the characters are there, because I've taught it to them with this. Let me do this. Yeah, that's when I did it. Okay, do you understand? You took all your B's and your T's, you twist them around, you get yourself tuberculosis and shit, you know what I mean? And cancer. Geez, organise your shit with the Sarah can. No. Cancer. Oh yeah, I worked that one out, yeah. That's easy. Cancer's easy. You can get rid of that very quickly. We can get rid because you understand that the letters and the phonics, the good letters, they actually fuck you up. Because you're supposed to be connected. I told you, that's why I walk around like this. Yeah? You have to connect. Like that. It's the old ways. That's why the Celts go into war with naked. Because that's connecting. And the Romans took the metal off them. Romans took everything. You know these big horns? That's all fucking Celt. Oh God. That was intended to be robbed. In order to allow the fucking Gers to come in and, you know, inflict the punishment on the Huns. The Huns, don't worry, they're just used. They're just used. And that big fat fella, you know, what do you call him? I don't know what you call him. He's a Jew, yeah. And you remember the sword I was telling you about? I'm going to cut him down and put him in the square and all that crap. On the square. And I did. I cut him down. I did, but the sword's really that size. You know, like your communion, the body of Christ. It's not a thing, it's just to get your AI in. M-A-I-N. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of goats. The one that does all that shit. He's a goat. But then so it's a goat. I mean, Jennifer's telling you. And I blicked up all, but not all E. I do this. This is what I do. I do this. I make her be who she is. But then again, you got to realise I'm speaking for Jennifer. She needs to take her ends out. Like, read the fucking script. Lucifer, Jennifer, come on. It's fucking easy peasy. I had to pick a time when I could introduce Lucifer, you know, because I had to come in as if I'm some sort of academic in order to just break some spell, you know. If I came in and said, I know about Lucifer, you know, you just you switch the TV, I'm going to watch X Factor or something, you know. So I had to make it, yeah, heaven sent. Brucey did that. It's not heaven, it's Evan. Can you understand Evan without the N? We can't go on the ENA, on the emergency and accident route. You have to take the ENE route, yeah? We can't do ENA. It's not so. And you got that, I told you about that, no, there's 5. Yeah, we've got 5 fingers, guys, for fucking counting. Jesus Christ. Baby, Ilan. I gave you the fingers to count. And it's all there. You don't have to do it. I'm showing it to you how you do it. That's how you do it. You just like do it a little bit. I'm a bit slow, you know. But I do it in my head in a different way. And you think I'm counting shapes and stuff. Yeah. And you think I'm arrogant. I'm not. I have to appear arrogant. I'm really a nice guy. After tomorrow, I think I'll be a nice guy. No, really. I'll be coming to you a lot of stuff, but I've got to give you all the shit over now, because I've got to show you the shit in order to show you how to remove it. X is a big deal. X factor, that's got to come out. Get it? That'll sort a lot of people out. Merely by, oh, come on, you do it. Please. Petty, please. Please take it out. Please. Is it out yet? Fellas, get your tits off the fucking shovel. You guys, the girls are the gods. Like you've got no, actually no, the gods. Take a break, yeah. Seriously, you guys need to. You guys need to get in line. You need to lose your G's, yeah. And you're the AU, yeah. And you got the EAU, but you got to get your L in order, yeah. Do you understand that? So it's a bit more loud, okay? Loud. Yeah. Do you know what Lao sounds like? Okay. Lao. Yeah. Do you understand what that is? That's why when I see the bear the other night, Harold, use the G, Harold. Use the G. G word free. Fucking holding you up. G man, you're being held up by some fucking device that somebody planted in you. I don't know how long, about 300 or 400 years, you know, just planted. Somebody says, oh, you know, I think we changed our name to a berg or something. I think I changed your name to no, fuck that. We need the B, E-R, and we lose the J. We don't need it. You don't need it. Yeah, okay. That's why I'm not big in the German stuff. And it's not German. It's not the German. It's not German. It's the language, the sounds. You know, that's what they're here for. They're here to create shit for you. Really, the Huns and all that shit, all that crap, Attila, all that crap. No fucking Attila. A used AU was that, yeah? The other fella, what do you call him? The Berber, he's a different guy altogether. Hannibal. Hannibal told you about Clarice. Hannibal, that was Hannibal. Yeah? And Joe Black? Well, that's Brad. That is the, you know. I need to do this. I'm going to do it and I'm going to call it a day, yeah, because nearly 2. And I don't like to. I can't do it.